Please leave this video a like. I'm now broke. I don't even know if I can afford to drive this car. What's going on, YouTube? I hope everybody had a very good holiday season. Merry Christmas to all my subscribers. As most of you know, if you guys follow me on my social media, I did have to take my car to the dealership. It was completely 100% my fault on what happened, but in today's video we're going to explain exactly what happened to my car and what the dealership did to fix it. But before we get started, once again, I'd like to start my videos out with thanking all my subscribers. We're well over the 2,000 subscriber mark. We're at like 2,100 subscribers. So thank you all so much for that. And if you're stopping in for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. And I want to show you guys a couple of things that I got for Christmas, because I'm a big detailer guy. I like to detail my cars and my family's cars. So let's take a look into see what I got for Christmas to detail cars with. Okay, if most of you guys don't know, I'm really big into detailing my car and stuff. So Santa Claus brought me, that's funny, I got two Chemical Guys mystery buckets. So I think it's like, you pay 50 or 60 bucks and you get up to $80 or more for this stuff. So in the first bucket, every bucket gets a dirt trap. So what you do is you place it down in your bucket like that, and all the contaminants or the dirty stuff that's in the car stays under here. So when you go and put your sponge, take it up, you're not bringing all that dirt back up with you. I got some Fresh Berry Blast. I think that's just car air freshener. I got some car afterwash. This is to be used whenever you are drying your car and the car's still wet. You can spray that on there. Helps dry the car. I got some Ultimate Glaze from Chemical Guys. The camera will ever focus. I don't think it will. Let's see. I think this is car wash soap. Yep, I got some Mr. Pink car wash soap. Some good stuff. I've used it before. I currently have this product already, but this is high shine tire spray. So that's nice. That's some good tire shine right there. And then we got some citrus gel wheel cleaner. I'll be curious to see how that is, because I don't know if you can tell right now, but my car is filthy. And then you get a nice big Chemical Guys sticker. So like I mentioned, this dirt trap is pretty cool. Like I said, it's going to go inside the bucket like that. It's going to sit all the way down like that. And every time you put your sponge back in, if it has dirty stuff in it, the contaminants are going to sit at the bottom. And when you put your sponge back in to pull water back up, that stuff's not going to be able to come back up through. So that's what was in the first bucket. The second bucket, like I mentioned, every bucket gets a dirt trap. This one just happens to be black. So if you're wondering why I got two, you're supposed to do a two bucket wash method. One that has just water in it, and then one that has soap and water in it. So whenever you take the mitt off your car, you go put it back in the fresh water, clean it off, and then you go put your soap and water back onto the mitt to put back on the car. I got some nice microfiber cloths. I need that. I have hundreds, but you can't ever have too many. All right, so this right here is the Diablo wheel cleaner. Haven't used that. I got a lot of new products in here that I haven't used before, so I'll be curious to use it. Some Chemical Guys fabric cleaner, some Chemical Guys wet mirror finish. That'll be nice. I haven't used that product yet, so I'm excited to try that out. And then I do have this product in my garage already. It's a sealant spray. It just helps protect all the work you've done, so you use that after car washes. And then another bottle of afterwash. And then I'm excited to use this. This is the Max Coat Wheel Guard. So it's pretty much you coat your wheels with that. And one last thing that I got that I'm super excited about. I spent a lot of time drying my car, or drying cars in general. So what this does is, this is from Adam's Polishes. I just read the reviews, and the one from Chemical Guys wasn't as good as this one, and I think this one has a little bit more power. So what this is going to allow me to do is, it's going to allow me to be, hands-free and to dry my entire car. I am going to do a product review on that. So if you guys would be interested in some more, like car detailing videos, comment down below, and I'll be sure to share, how to detail your car. I already have one on this car, so if you're interested in that kind of stuff, or interested in the products I use Chemical Guys products for everything. Alright, so as many of you know, I did do the PRL cold air intake. Be on the lookout for, I'm going to do some how it sounds type of videos. Alright, so this is the reason why my car went into the shop. Not per se this intake, but it was my fault. There is a sensor. Let me see if this camera, I don't know if there's enough light. not gonna focus, but there is a sensor right here where my fingers, I know you can't really see that, but what it is a input speed shaft sensor for the transmission, which pretty much, correct me if I'm wrong, but it pretty much, you know, it gets feedback from the transmission to that sensor, which gives you your speedometer, and, you know, all your gears and stuff. So when I was installing the intake, for whatever reason, I don't remember, you know, the factory airbox sits right here, and I thought the factory airbox was mounted right here or whatever, and I took that bolt loose, and then whenever that sensor came out, I saw that there was oil on there, so I was like, that's not right. So I put the sensor back in, and I guess I over tightened it. It's just a little 10mm bolt, so I think it only had to be spec'd down to like 10 foot-pounds of torque, and there's no telling how much I put on it. So, and when I did that, that sensor shot further into the transmission, and I guess one of the gears had nicked the head of it. So I pulled it out, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's my problem. I went down to my local parts store, ordered another one. It was 2 days it would be in. So the second day came, I got the part, and when I went to go remove the sensor again, somehow the sensor had broke and fell down inside of the daggum transmission. So, and it's just an itty bitty little hole. Now this is not a joke. It was probably just an itty bitty hole like the size of that. And the sensor fell down into the transmission. I went and bought one of those cameras from Harbor Freight. It's like a little slinky. You can bend it all different kind of ways. And sure enough, that's where the other half of that sensor was sitting. It was sitting at the very dead bottom beneath where the hole was for that sensor. And there was just no way to be able to get a magnet in there. We were gonna have to tear apart the transmission. And this was, keep in mind, I think maybe 4 or 5 days before Christmas. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm not gonna get this car back in time for Christmas. I didn't, but excuse me, that's okay. So the next thing I did was I got on the Honda forums for the Tension, I think it's, yeah, the Tension, actually it's the Tension Facebook page, and somebody had posted a video about their PRL coder intake, and I was like, hey man, you know, do you mind having a phone call? Can you call me, or can I call you? And yeah, and I called him, and it turns out he was an ex-Honda technician, and I explained to him what happened. I took that sensor out, put it back in, over tightened it, and he was like, yep, that is your point of failure. That sensor, you need to go and replace that sensor. So I went to the store, bought another one. But also, one of the things that I noticed, so before I went and bought the other sensor, I had got in the car so I could hear the intake for the first time, because I didn't know anything was wrong, because the car was not cranked at that point. So I didn't know the sensor was wrong. You know, last thing I knew was I put the sensor back in and everything was fine. So I go to start the car starts fine. I go to drive the car in my neighborhood, not even going fast at all, just so I can hear, you know, what the intake sounds like. And I look down and I have no speedometer, and then I pull out of my neighborhood so I can get, so you know, I can see what it sounds like, the intake sounds like with all the gears. And I go to shift from 4th to 5th, and there is no 5th gear. I go to shift from 4th to 6th, there is no 6th gear. So that sensor somehow eliminated 5th and 6th gear. I don't know if it was, so since that sensor failed, the motor was trying to save itself, so it couldn't rev up or go fast enough. But yeah, so that sensor put me dead in the water. It eliminated my speedometer and my 5th and 6th gear. So at this point, I'm freaking out. Honda, the service center has closed. This is a Saturday, and they closed, so I wasn't able to get a hold of somebody till Monday to get my car in there. So I finally got, luckily, since my car is so new, you get 3 years or 36,000 miles of free towing. So Honda came out, they towed my car, towed it to the dealership, and I explained to him, I said, hey, this is what happened, this is what the car's doing. I have no speedometer, the sensor's messed up, and I have no 5th or 6th gear. And they said, okay, we'll have a technician call you, you know, once we diagnose it and figure out what's going on. And sure enough, it was that sensor. So 16 hours, they quoted me 16 hours at $112 an hour for the labor rate to pull the transmission, open the case, get that sensor out and put it back together. And if you can't do the math, 16 hours at $112 an hour, that's a lot of money. Long story short, I paid like $1,800 to have this mistake of mine fixed. This is, you know, no one's fault but my own. This is not PRL's fault. This is completely my fault. So I just wanted to share this video with you guys. So if you're ever inside your engine bay, or if you're doing this install video, or if you're doing an install for your PRL intake, which most people, they've done it successfully, do not remove this sensor that sits right there. It's not a good thing. So yeah, $1,800 later, and I just got the car back. I know these guys were working effortlessly on this, and I really do appreciate them. So if any of you guys at the dealership are watching this video, I really do appreciate you guys taking your time to make sure my car was right, and then when I got it back, I wouldn't have any more issues. So yeah, so if you have been following me on social media, that's why I haven't had my car. That's why I haven't really been posting anything. And today's Wednesday. I got the car back today, and I'm going to post this video today on Wednesday for you guys to watch at 4 o'clock. And if you haven't already, my Instagram is ttorres1183, and also you can add me on Snapchat, ttorres1183 also. And once again, I want to give a big, huge shout out to my local Honda dealership here for taking care of my car. I know I had several conversations with them on the phone. They had explained to me, you know, this car's so new, we haven't had one of these in the shop. We damn sure haven't had to take the transmission out of one. So, as you know, I'm a very, I have no patience at all. So I was just like, let's get it done, let's get it done, let's get it done. But when it comes to something like this, you have to have patience, and it definitely taught me patience. So once again, I want to thank all my subscribers. Please leave this video a like. I'm now broke. I don't even know if I can afford to drive this car. If you're stopping into the channel for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.
Okay, it's rap packed to my pulse flat. We keep it real, no false rap. I got 4 cars and they all black. Got 4 bras and they all that. We call that ballin'. Doing this is my call.